was born where the land breaks open, edge of the farm, edge of the foam. Grandfather's hands drew maps in the sand. Boy, this tide will follow you home. Salt on the bread, salt on our laughter, gulls in the gray hanging sky. Every small hurt, every soft secret I carried down to the shoreline to hide. You have been my oldest friend, sea rolling beside my shadow. All that I've lost, you've taken from me. All that I am, you've hallowed. When the road grows hard to see, I walk where the waves move shallow. You have been my oldest friend, sea rolling beside my shadow. I grew tall, but the fields grew smaller. Names on the headstones changed. Brothers sailed out, some never returned. Chairs at the table rearranged. I learned the weight of unspoken questions, stared at your darkening blue. Did they find rest? Did they find mercy? The only reply was the pull of the moon. I have cursed you in winter when you climbed up over the stones, when you hammered at windows, hungry and wild, as if you could swallow our bones. But you kept our boats from breaking. You cooled my fevered brow. You carried my prayers beyond the horizon, and you're carrying this one now. You have been my oldest friend, sea rolling beside my shadow. All that I've lost, you've taken from me. All that I am, you've hallowed.
Morning rest on the window doors, dust on the sill in a golden line, kettle sighs in the quiet. I let the silence answer this time. I will be still as the turning tide, soft as the breath of the hills falls at night. Nothing to carry, nothing to hide. Here in this moment, I open my hands and I stay. Old fears float like fallen leaves, caught in the bend of a gentle stream. I watch them circle and loosen, drifting away from the edge of me. Not every question needs a name, not every wound needs a word. I lean my heart on the daylight, feel it beat steady and sure.
He left his boots by the old back door, mud from the field still clinging on. Said, I'll be late, save a plate, and smiled. But the kettle sang to an empty room. Now I'm learning the art of the letting go, like the tide releasing the rocks below. I hold his coat, then I lay it down, and I breathe him out in this quiet town. Ooh, oh, oh. Still rests in a china dish, dust on the frame by the window light. I set 2 cups, then I laugh at myself, talk to the chair where she used to sit. I thought love meant holding on, white knuckle hands, never moving on, but a river runs by losing ground, gives itself and still rolls on.
sighs in the quiet. I let the silence answer this time. I will be still as the turning tide, soft as the breath of the hills at night. Nothing to carry, nothing to hide. Here in this moment, I open my hands and I stay. Old fears float like fallen leaves, caught in the bend of a gentle stream. I watch them circle and loosen, drifting away from the edge of me. Not every question needs a name. Not every wound needs a word. I lean my heart on the daylight, feel it beat steady and sure. By the bend where rushes gather, moss along the worn grey stones, I have carried storms inside me to lay them down here alone. Where the river softly turns, all my tired trouble burns in the hush of a drifting fern. I find peace where the water braids the light, day and shadow easing fight. In the tender arms of night, I find peace. Ooh. Skimming leaves with idle fingers, watching ripples fold and fade. All the words I never uttered float away like threads unmade. I have wandered wild and restless, chasing answers in the air. Hear the only sound that matters is the water's quiet prayer.
cliff where the seed stone stands a tower of salt warm bone. Old man keeper with a rusted key talks to the wind more than to me. Endless nights at the farthest light, lantern turning slow in the rain. If the waves remember my name, let them carry it out of sight. Endless nights at the farthest light. He sets flame to the hollow glass, thumbs the crack where the storms once passed. Says every ship is a story half told, then falls quiet as the bell tolls. Endless nights at the farthest light, lantern turning slow in the rain. If the waves remember my name, let them carry it out of sight. Endless nights at the farthest light. Said he once loved a sailor's laugh, face like foam that would never last. A ring lies cold in a shallow drawer, a name unspoken at the door. Years stack up like the driftwood piles, boots wear thin on the same four tiles. He keeps watch where the black sky bends, counting waves instead of friends. When his lantern finally failed to rise, fog pressed in over empty skies. But from the deep came a wandering glow, like his last breath, not letting go. Let's go. And let's go.
Be still, be still. On a quiet hill at dawning, mist is folded round my feet. Every breath a little offering, rising where the sky and heather meet. Hands together, fingers trembling, name the ones I love one by one. Lay them in the hands of mercy under pale and waking sun. This is my prayer on the quiet hill, soft as the light on the water still. Carry my hope where I cannot see, ancient and gentle, stay here with me. In the hush between the church bells, when the fields forget to sing, all the days I never understood understood, settle like a small bird on my wing. I have walked through years of shadow, I have learned to fold my fear away, leave it in the woven grasses, hear the silence answer when I pray. If my words fall short and fragile, let my longing speak instead. Every tear upon the clover be a blessing softly said. I am only breath and waiting, only open hands, and will keep a watch beside my wandering. Guard my loved ones, hold them still. By the bay of silver sand, where the tide comes soft and shy, an old man traced the harbor line with salt and sleep in his eyes. He said, "Child, the night remembers every name it ever knew, as the quiet in the shallows held the fallen stars like dew. Moonlight on the water, breathing in and out. Every ripple carries every fear you doubt. Lay your sorrow on the shore, let the stillness make it smaller. Watch it drift from you forever. Moonlight on the water." On a stone worn smooth and pale, I sat wrapped in shawl and thought, all the years I tried to carry what the sea had long forgot. Then the sky laid down its lantern on the gently folding tide, and the weight I'd never spoken softly loosened from inside. Oh, hush now, listen to the long unhurried road, where the dark and light are braided like the stories of a soul. If you leave your burden here, as the waves grow faint and farther, you will rise as dawn comes walking from the moonlight on the water. Moonlight on the water, breathing in and out.
They came at dawn to the harbor wall with their caps in hand, not a word at all, just the creak of rope and the gulls on the wind. Old Tom spat twice on the salted stone, touched the charm his Mary had sown. Said the sea gives work and it takes us in. So raise your eyes to the last cold star. The tide runs out, we've come this far. If the deep should call my name, I'll go where the wide waves roam. This is my last tide home. The captain's coat had a tear at the seam from the storm that visits his sleep and his dreams. But his hand stayed sure on the worn old grail. Young Joe laughed soft as they slipped from land, with his sister's scarf wrapped around his hand. He waved it once like a rag white sail. If the mast should bow and the lanterns fade, if the sky comes down like an iron blade, I will not curse, I will not plead. I've been a son of this restless sea. If I sink beneath that shifting dome, I'm only going home. Going Raise your eyes to the last cold star. The tide runs out, we've come this far. If the deep should call my name, I'll go where the wide waves roam. This is my last tide home. Harbor at the gray dawn, ropes creak, breath like steam, boot prints on the wet boards, world still caught in sleep. A gull draws one slow circle over crates and tar and chain. Lanterns fade to pale sky as we ease out through the rain. So raise your hand to the harbor at the gray dawn, where names are called in whispers and in waves. We leave like slow tide slipping from the shoreline, quiet as a promise that we save. Old Joe folds his notebook, tucks it in his coat, says write me when you're able, but his eyes already know. The bell on top the chapel rings once, then holds wags its tongue. Our wake carves through the harbor like a line we can't outrun. So raise your hand to the harbor at the gray dawn, when names are called in whispers and in waves. We leave like slow tides slipping from the shoreline, quiet as a promise that we save. Houses shrink to matchboxes, chimneys blur in mist. I taste the town in salt air, every stone I'll miss. But the sea keeps breathing steady, like it's known me all along. And the harbor keeps its distance as the tide pulls us on. So raise your hand to the harbor at the gray dawn, where names are called in whispers and in waves. We leave like slow tides slipping from the shoreline, quiet as a promise that we save.
By the crooked stone wall at the end of the lane, you waved me away in the gray autumn rain. Said right when you can, with your hand on my sleeve, then turned on your heel, too proud to believe. All of these letters by the hearth in a twine tight stack, your name on the front, my heart in the back. Ink has grown pale, but the longing stays clear. Pages you never answered are all that keep you here. I sat by the window as the winter came on. The kettle sang low while the daylight was gone. I counted the days by the frost on the glass. Each creak of the gate thought you'd come at last. I told you of lambs in the hilltop snow, of the well running dry and the barley that won't grow. I wrote of the dance and the songs that you missed, folded my courage in every last twist. Now the postman past our old stone gate, he nods at my door, saying nothing today. Still I strike up the fire when the evenings turn cold, and trace every word that I dare to have told.
Harbor at the gray dawn, ropes creak, breath like steam, boot prints on the wet boards. World still caught in sleep, a gull draws one slow circle over crates and tar and chain. Lanterns fade to pale sky as we ease out through the rain. So raise your hand to the harbor at the gray dawn, where names are called in whispers and in waves. We leave like slow tide, slipping from the shoreline, quiet as a promise that we save. Old Joe folds his notebook, tucks it in his coat, says, "Write me when you're able," but his eyes already know. The bell on top the chapel rings once, then holds its tongue. Our weight carves through the harbor like a line we can't outrun. Houses shrink to matchboxes, chimneys blur in mist. I taste the town in salt air, every stone I'll miss. But the sea keeps breathing steady, like it's known me all along, and the harbor keeps its distance as the tide pulls us on. So raise your hand to the harbor at the gray dawn, where names are called in whispers and in waves. We leave like slow tides, slipping from the shoreline, quiet as a promise that we save. Lantern swings in the midnight swell, tar and salt on the rail I hold. Sure, a shadow I can't quite tell, fading like a half-told story. This is the last watch on the water, last slow roll of the grieving tide. Raise one more cup for the sons and daughters sleeping far beneath her side. Coils of rope where the young lad sang now lie still in a quiet heap. Names carved rough in the oak and planks, worn by years of boots and weeping. This is the last watch on the water, last slow roll of the grieving tide. Raise one more cup for the sons and daughters sleeping far beneath her side. Captain's coat on an empty nail, chart rolled tight by the cabin door. Stars look down like a line of sails, guiding us, then nothing more. This is the last watch on the water, last slow roll of the grieving tide. Raise one more cup for the sons and daughters sleeping far beneath her side.
On the cliff above the water, your coat around my shoulders, salt on my lips, your hands still shaking from the cold. You traced our names in the sand between the stones, said, "This is where I'll always bring you home." By the turning tide, where you promised me your heart, swore the waves could never wash what we whispered in the dark. If the world should bend or break, if the sky comes falling down by the sea, that's where our vows are bound. Boats like lanterns in the distance, gulls crying over foam. You spoke of winters and a little house below the road. Said, if I ever lose my way, follow the singing of the crows, follow the line where water kisses stone. By the turning tide, where you promised me your heart, swore the way waves could never wash what we whispered in the dark. Years have taken color from the sweater that you wore. Your letters sleep in boxes underneath the bedroom floor. But when the wind turns briny and the grass lies flat and low, I walk back to that headland just to hear your promise roll. Ba-da-da, she walks where the shoreline remembers her name. Each footprint a promise, the tide answers the same. Salt on her lashes, wind braiding her hair, old songs in the seagulls, soft prayers in the air. In the harbor of her heart, every wave knows where to go, rolling in, then drifting out, carrying the weight she used to hold. She lets the water take her sorrow, piece by piece it pulls apart, till she rests in quiet rhythm in the harbor of her heart. She leans on a worn stone her father once knew. He taught her the shoreline could listen her through. His story still lingers like foam on the sand. She feels every heartbreak wash out of her hands. In the harbor of her heart, every wave knows where to go, rolling in, then drifting out, carrying the weight she used to hold. She lets the water take her sorrow, piece by piece it pulls apart, till she rests in quiet rhythm in the harbor of her heart. When the storm clouds gather and the dark feels wide and far, she can hear that patient breathing like a cradle made of stars. Every crest and every fall whispers, you're not alone. owls cry. She stands in the doorway at break of sky, kettle on the hook and his boots by the fire, her lead on the water, her heart never tired. So I'll keep a lantern in the window and bread on the table warm for you. I'll sing to the turning of the tide, love till the grey sea carries you safely through, till the grey sea carries you safely through. She talks to the nets that he mended last year, his cap on the peg like he's always near, whispers to the cup with the crack on the rim, come home with the morning, I'll give thanks for him. Storm took the shingles, storm shook the stones, wind filled the chimney with salt and moans, but the small steady flame never bowed, never blew. I'll not close the shutter till I'm holding you. Dawn lays a ribbon of rose on the foam, far on the line a white sail comes home. She laughs through her tears, feels the world fall still, as his shadow grows long on the green of the hill. So I'll keep a lantern in the window and bread on the table warm for you. I'll sing to the turning of the tide, love till the grey sea carries you safely through, till the grey sea carries you safely through. By the curve of the cove, when the night is mild, she hums in the dark for the sleeping child. Mist on the morning, salt in my hair, footprints of childhood still waiting there, boats on the water, rock in the bay. I know every turning of this quiet way. I'm back to the soft green shore where my name is an old kind song. Let the tide take all I wore. I am home, I am home. the soft green shore. Smoke from the chimneys rises like prayer. Faces I treasure still gathered there. Fields that I ran through barefoot and free, calling me gently back across the sea. I'm back to the soft green shore, where my name is an old kind song. Let the tide take all I wore. I am home, I am home, where the waves always knew my heart and the wind never felt so warm. I was gone, but not that far from the soft green shore. Let the years fall off me like rain from a weathered stone. I have wandered so many roads, but this one leads me home.
Grey gulls wheel above the bay, the salt still sleeping in my clothes. Old rope scars across my hands, map of all the winds I've known. I see the hill where we would race, the stone walls bending with the rain, the smoke that curls from crooked roofs calling out my name again. I am home, I am home. After years the tide has flown. Let the waves keep what they stole. I have found my father's door. I am home. Mother's chair beside the fire, warmth in where our stories fell. Her soft laugh lives in these boards, every floorboard knows it well. My brother's coat upon the peg, frayed at cuff and torn at seam, ghost of who we used to be, running barefoot through the green. All the gold the captains praised, all the ports and crowded rooms, fade against this quiet lane and the smell of peat and broom. I'd trade 1,000 distant stars for this one familiar shore. I am home, I am home. After years the tide has flown. Let the waves keep what they stole. I have found my Father's door. I am home.
If my feet grow tired of walking and my hands can't hold your own, when my name is only spoken like a story softly told, put a candle in the window, leave a stone upon the road. I will follow every shadow back to you, back to home. If I cannot come in body, I'll be coming in the wind, in the hush before the sunrise, in the echo of your hymn. When you think you stand there lonely, you will never stand alone. I'll return where the white winds roll. When the fields are wet with morning and the swallows cut the sky, if you feel the heather trembling, that's the brush of passing by. Lay your worries on the river, let them drift and let them slow. I'll be waiting in the stillness, in the places we would go. In the ring of winter silence, in the first green of the spring, in the clearing after thunder, hear my laughter, feel me sing. Every path we walk together, every stone and every tree holds a doorway like a mirror where your heart will call to me.
On this grey worn stone I'm sitting, where the cliff meets silent foam. Tide keeps breathing in and out. I stay at home. Salt on the skin, the years get softer. Names fade from the harbor wall. Voices echoed, then grew smaller, till I heard nothing at all. And the ships keep passing by, white sails, dark hulls, crooked lines. Every wake just folds and dies, while my life stands still in time. Oh, the ships keep passing by, lanterns swinging low and high. They all chase a farther sky, while my life stands still in time. Once I knew each mast and banner, who was leaving, who returned. Now their flags all blur together, faces drift and bridges burn. I trace scars on weathered granite, like old routes I never sailed. All the maps I meant to follow, curled and yellowed, faint and pale. If I rose, if I called, would the tide carry me to, or am I part of this shoreline, root and rock and anchored view? So I breathe with the stillness, while their keels cut through the blue. If I rose, if I called, would the tide carry me to, or am I part of this shoreline, root and rock and anchored view? So I breathe with the stillness, while their keels cut through the blue.
Down by the lane where the blackberries grow, Mammy hung sheets in a row. She'd hum on the breeze, not a word out of place, just vowels and traces of grace. I'd chase the cloth shadows, bare feet in the dew. She'd spin the old air soft and true. Said songs are like swallows, they'll visit then go, but some find a roof in your bones. the song the wind remembers. It finds me again, finds me again, carrying verses I can't quite finish, faces and fields, every refrain. When I close my eyes in the quiet, I hear that old tune drifting. All the lives I've loved are singing in the songs carried home by the wind. Years turn the lane into tar and white lines. Neighbors moved on with the times, but once in a while from an upstairs room a child hums that half-forgot tune. I leave my window open wide, let the chorus slip inside, let it braid our borrowed days with an echo of her name. Oh, the song the wind remembers. It finds me again, finds me again, carrying verses I can't quite finish, faces and fields, every refrain. When I close my eyes in the quiet, I hear that old tune drifting. All the lives I've loved are singing in the songs carried home by the wind. Hush now, the kettle, the night drawing in. There's a familiar song on the wind.
I was 16 with borrowed boots, salt on my lips, boat barely holding its breath, rope burns fresh on my wrists. Your laugh, old morn, roll like thunder over the gray-green foam. You said, boy, the sea will raise you, take what it's owed. Oh, the nets we cast in the dark before the dawn. Thought the tide would always love us, thought the wind would carry on. Now my hands remember what my eyes can hardly see. I was young, and the sea was young with me. We chased the silver under clouds that never broke, shared one crust of bread between us, shared the same old joke. You sang of kings and fallen stones, of wars I never knew. I only watched the water and dreamed it all was true. I let my brother take the helm when winter turned us white. He never brought that vessel back from that black-tongued night. Still I sit where the harbor ends, talk low to the tide. Carry him gentle, I whisper, same way you carried my pride. Now these boards beneath my boots know every weight I've been. Lines on my face run deeper than the river feeds the sea. Children point at the distant waves like I once pointed to. I smile and say she's an honest friend if you're honest through. Moran's song fades with the gulls, day thins to a seam. I close my eyes on the harbor light, let the water keep my dreams.
Down by the cove at the end of the lane, bare feet, cold stones, and your hand in mine. Bucket of shells, little castle of sand. Tide creeping close, erasing our lines. Waves carry all that we were, all we are, over the foam, through the blur from afar. Every rise, every fall, bringing back when we were small. Waves carry all that we were, all we are. Mother called out from the field on the hill, her voice on the wind, soft as the rain. We answered with laughter that broke like the surf, then vanished like gulls, gone just the same. Waves carry all that we were, all we are, over the foam, through the blur from afar. Every rise, every fall, bringing back when we were small. Waves carry all that we were, all we are. Years like pebbles worn smooth in my palm, faces and summers run into one. Still when I stand where the sea meets the sky, I hear our young names in the hush and the hum.
said, boy, take this weathered coat, these buttons carved from bone. Follow the gulls past the leaning pier, learn how the waves make you their own. Salt in my eyes, a trembling deck, lantern swinging slow. I thought I'd master every storm by force of will alone. But the sea taught me patience, not power. Tide after tireless tide, you can't hold on from a midnight sky or rush a turning tide. Year after year, on that open water, I finally learned to see how a quiet heart will outlast the wind in the long years the tides took from me. We waited days for a hint of wind, sails hanging like old clothes, cards on a barrel, stories told, till every anger froze. I watched the old man mend one net, each knot slow and sure. Said, boy, haste here's what you're trying to save. Go steady if you want it to endure. I came home older than my face, lines the mirror couldn't show. Walking the shore where I used to run, letting the small waves kiss my toes. Now when the world pulls at my sleeve, dares me to chase and race, I breathe like the harbor at evening and move at a kinder pace. Came home older than my face, lines the mirror couldn't show. Walking the shore where I used to run, letting the small waves kiss my toes. They named her White Wing, broad of beam, pale of sail, launched her at first light from the grey stony quay. Mothers held shawls close, fathers stared hard at the sea. Boys climbed the moor path to watch her slip free. The fog took the White Wing like a hand, like a hunger, folded her clean from our eyes. Names on the wind now, road and wonder, lost to the turning of tides. 3 days the wind spoke, then the world went still. Sky like a clay bowl pressed low on the waves. Lanterns on headlands burn thin, burn through. Bells on the harbor rang once, then they gave. Trace a course in the air. Here, says one, storm break. Here, the cold stare. But their fingers keep shaking, never reaching the end. As if the line's broken, just where seas bend. Now when the white mists come rolling up shore, we set one place empty at the long wooden board. A cup for the helmsman, a crust for the boy, and a silence between them too deep to avoid.